All right, everybody, welcome to the Quest Culture Podcast, your place for all things sci-fi, fantasy, action, drama, and a little pop culture. We kind of get all, we're all over the place, as you already know if you've been listening so far. I'm here with your favorite Quest Culture podcasters, LuDana Jeter.
Hello.
See, I didn't call you the name.
You did. Why?
Because you hate it.
I don't.
I thought she was warming up to it the last time we were together.
All right. Starjack the Destroyer here, taking point at the center. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Good.
It's Sunday. It's good. I'm good.
It is. I like your revolutionary gear.
Yeah. I got some things to do after this.
Like, clearly, like the boots.
You're going to overthrowing a government?
You know what?
I hope it's local. Oh no! They're gonna come after me now.
Here we go. We just started.
Overthrows podcast.
Everybody, listening. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. And then we have, as you already heard, our professor, the one and only, my cousin, Professor Sheldon Applewhite.
Hey guys,
how you doing?
Good to see you guys.
Tempting fate.
Yeah.
Good to
Don't
see you.
come and get us. We're just podcasters. This is the first time in a while it's been just us three, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
That is going to be terrifying, man. Because
we can really zero in without any distraction.
Oh, really?
Without any distraction.
Zero in. We're not going to veer off. Okay. Yeah.
Settle down, Commando. Settle down.
I mean, we might be all over the place, but it'll be like fun. It'll be fun. Right.
How are you, Brendon?
I'm good. I'm trying to, I like meeting with you guys. I like doing stuff like this. I like the stuff that we do because it's definitely a distraction for me from a lot of things that are going on. You guys know that I'm, to a fault, hyperly focused on things that are going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate getting ready for these podcasts and watching the shows and just getting into this frame of mind where you get into these possible worlds where anything can happen, and it makes me feel like anything can happen here too. So yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate meeting with you guys and doing this. This is really amazing. So I'm good.
Good. Yeah.
Right now.
Awesome.
Everything is good. But we wanted to get here and we want to talk about some things that we missed, right? Some of the things that we did enjoy, that we did watch, but we didn't really get a chance to talk to before the year end. So we wanted to kind of catch up with ourselves and the audience and kind of talk about the things we liked and some of the things we didn't like about some of the IPs and the properties that we're watching.
Yep.
So
Sure.
I know you would initially, so one of those things that we were going to talk about was Ironheart, right?
So I just wanted to circle back because I feel like we talk about so much content and these like three major shows, we just let the summer go by and we didn't talk about them. And I felt like they deserve a mention.
Absolutely.
Right? So I guess the first one we want to talk about is Ironheart, right?
Yes.
Overall, did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. And I think that I don't know if I was prepared to like it. You let the social media or like audiences get in your head about a character or a show, and it can distract you to the point where unless you're super, super excited about it, you might ignore it. And so for me, it was like, I don't know how, I mean, okay, one thing I felt strongly about is like watching this show that had like a Black female character on it, right?
Yes.
And really not only watching it, but making sure that I gave it the attention that I would give anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, that's kind of like mindful viewing in some ways, because, if it's something like, like for Batman or Captain America or whatever, automatically I'm just going to like try to be into it or whatever, if I can, depending on who's in it. Right. But sometimes with like female-led shows, Black-led shows, we don't put the same attention into those type of shows, especially like when we look at things like Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. And I think that does those shows a disservice because it's already like it's putting it in a place where it's like not as good or deficient or whatever. And I think as as viewers, as like who are open-minded, particularly as viewers of color, we have to like go in with a discerning eye to look at these things, but like to like also expose them if they, right? And so that's why I wanted to revisit this.
And it wasn't advertised the way that it should.
Right. And I think people were like really concerned about it. Well, I'm not sure what came out like right before and got a lot. Oh, Thunderbolts, right? So Thunderbolts was around the same time, got a lot of splashy headlines. I don't know if it was splashy at the box office, but actually it was like a kaplop. It was a
yeah, it didn't do well.
Right. So it's like, okay, we're giving all this energy to Thunderbolts, right? Ironheart is coming out right around the same time. What kind of attention is given to it? How is it being written about? So for me, I wanted to be a mindful viewer, and I'm like, I want to watch this and see what it was like. I did like it.
Yeah.
I think it added to a layer of like the next Marvel stage or whatever that needed to be sort of added. I think the lead, the young lady who plays Riri Williams, I don't know why I can't think of her name right now. Dominique Thorne, I think she's great.
Yeah.
I saw her in this great movie called Freaky Tales. I think I told you guys about it. It's on HBO. It's like this sort of anthology of like these weird stories that's based in Oakland. It's a great movie. She's in it. So I think I saw Ironheart before I realized she was in that movie. And so check it out, Freaky Tales. It's on HBO right now. I thought she was great in it.
Okay.
I think the story of her being like this student from Chicago who goes to MIT, who's a little bit of a renegade, who admires Tony Stark, but also wants to make her own path, I think.
Right.
I like that. I love that. The villain in it, what's his name? Anthony, what's his last name? Is it, God, don't let me call it wrong. Anyway, the guy from Hamilton. I absolutely love him.
Like Parker.
What's that?
His name was Parker.
Right, his character's Parker, but he's also in Treatment. Come on, I got to look this up.
Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos, absolutely adore him. He was in the original cast of Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a season of In Treatment that is, I don't know if you're familiar with In Treatment on HBO. He was amazing.
He really was.
Just heartbreaking. So anything, I kind of got a little
crush on him.
Got a little boy crush on him. And he's like, he doesn't fit type, but I'm into it. Because he's so passionate in his acting, you know. So I thought he was great as a villain, actually. I liked the storyline. I like that she was trying to figure things out with her suit and her armor and her relationships and how her relationships like affected other aspects of her, right? And I feel like it's a good tie-in to not only Wakanda Forever, but also projecting into the future. Like, I don't know who the Wiccan was who came and helped her, but I feel like that's going to be a part of the.
Yeah, there's like a crossover between that show and the one with the witches. Oh my God. Agatha all along. Yeah.
Right. That's what I thought the tie-in was.
I think she's part of that coven or something.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember her from that coven. Yeah. But I like the story as opposed to Agatha. Agatha all along. I actually didn't.
I thought it was
like it very much.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Right.
I like Agatha.
But it got a lot of hype. It got a lot of press. Now there were a lot of big names in it. Like Patty LuPone was in it. There were a lot of really huge names in that.
That was another one that was advertised.
Right.
Saw it all the time. We knew it was coming months in advance.
So for me, I wanted to see Ironheart. It did satisfy. There was a period in the middle that I was kind of getting a little stuck, or like, when it came to like, the criminal gang and her having to join the criminal gang and so forth. But
I do remember you talking about that. Yeah.
All in all, I felt like it was a satisfying story. I thought it was a good tie-in. I thought everybody in it was gave strong performances. And I think that it's setting up something very nicely that I could see. You know what I mean? Whether it be her as a part of Young Avengers. Is she one of the Young Avengers?
I think they're likely going to.
That was
right.
For that. Yeah. Was she going to be part of the Avengers?
I thought it set it up very nicely.
Yeah, I think it'll be like her.
And this it's not renewed though, is it?
I don't think.
And it did well.
Yeah.
It got good reviews and it got good ratings.
Yeah, I think at one point it was like want to say like number in terms of streaming, like number 7 of all watch shows
Yeah.
on all platforms. That's at one point when it was,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Like
Yeah.
being the 7th show of something that wasn't, as you stated, wasn't adequately really promoted.
Right.
And also got a lot of shots against it before it even was released, right?
Oh, they were
People were taking shots even
bombing.
before they saw the first episode.
Yeah, but you know what that's all about.
Yeah, but one thing I love is like, it's not Black Twitter anymore, but like how Black audience is just like, or people of color, just like they shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Black Thread is becoming a thing, guys.
Oh.
Is it? Black Thread?
I feel like Threads. I mean, maybe it's not a thing, but I feel like I see more people on Threads now.
It's possible.
Really?
I don't trust anything with this guy.
Don't mention his name.
Yeah, we won't.
with Boy Cavalier.
What
did you all think about the show?
I liked it. I liked it for many reasons. I also thought she was good. I didn't think she was great. Some episodes were better. As the episodes went on, I thought she was getting more comfortable as Riri. But then it came a time where I didn't feel that I don't know. It was back and forth to me as far as acting. However, I did like the series. I love the whole motley crew of the so-called criminals, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the villain. And when I was watching it, I was like, you know what? He's really not moving like a villain to me. For one, a real villain would have made sure if you gave instructions to kill somebody, they would have made sure that person was gone.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, I mean, in the end, not giving too much away, but I'm thinking this is older people have watched it already. But in the end, he wasn't a villain. He was a victim.
Well,
actually, I mean, he was, because the real villain showed up in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I guess. But a villain and a victim. A villain. What does Beyonce say? A villain and a victim at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. But like I said, I love I love the crew. I loved her family life.
Yeah, I love that part of the story.
Yeah, I love the family life. Like I said, there were a couple. I'm like you. There were a couple of episodes where it was like, it was, it felt like I watched the same episode like one time. You know what I mean? But then when it came down to this is the question that I had: is Ironheart prevalent in the comics?
Yes. Now.
Okay. Now. Okay.
Because she's various different storylines, but yeah, she has her own book now. It's a relatively popular book, and I think they are trying to build on her character and kind of develop her backstory a little bit more.
Okay.
I think there's been at least a couple sort of reboots as to her origin and that sort of thing already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's, yeah.
So this whole magic and supernatural thing that happened with her in the suit, is that something that was in?
They're kind of blending storylines a little bit.
Okay.
That in
that
the original
was a bit surprising
story,
for me.
in the original story, that wasn't really a factor
okay.
so much. But I don't hate it because I mean, if I can real quick, if I don't, the issue that I didn't not like it. I didn't love it. I thought it was just okay. Right. For me, and I think we talked about this on another podcast, I think with Roy. I'm not a fan of derivative characters. Like I liked War Machine when he first came out because he was supposedly like, just a no holds barred, like a tank with the suit as opposed to Iron Man, who was more like a technological type of thing. But even then I was like, all right, it's still Iron Man, but it, Rhodey's in it and it's, I get it.
And what about US
unit?
What about US Agent?
I don't like any, like US Agent, I don't mind as much, but I still kind of feel the same way because they're leading into the actual issue that I have with derivative characters is you can't have another Captain America. So the whole problem with US Agent is that he's a weak attempt at Captain America and fails at being Captain America because there is only one Captain America.
Okay, you've been consistent about that. Okay, yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So I feel the same way about Iron Man. Like I feel like I do like Iron Man as a character, but I and to your question, I like that they're involving this magical element because that changes it a little bit.
Mm.
It's not just a brilliant, girl with the resources at MIT to be able to make an armor and create her own AI that's her best friend, which is interesting, but still Iron Man. Like she's she does questionable things like Tony. When she first starts, she's not a good person.
I like that. It
like
reminded me of Tony immediately.
Right, exactly,
Yes.
right? Like, so she's flawed like Tony, right?
Yeah.
So, so I get that, but it's still, to me, that's copying Tony. So I like the fact that they are, they are injecting some newer things into the storyline. And I hope they go with that, because, that's a very interesting take to, magic and technology, and they are going into like this, Marvel's going into this like dark universe. That's not what they're calling it, but where they're leaning into the more fantasy and
you mean like DC? What do they call it? DC Black or whatever?
Yeah, like Marvel's going that way. Like when they like the whole Blade movie and stuff like that. They're going into
DC.
That does
happen. Can I stop you for 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead.
So is this magic? You may not know this because you said this is new.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a Doctor Strange type of. It may be, huh?
Right. It could be a tie-in.
It could be a tie-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think. Well,
cool.
listen.
I think so. I think that's a cool take. I think to take it in that direction will make it more interesting.
Yeah.
And I would be more apt to watch.
I mean, think about it with like the whole. Was it WandaVision where they pulling Captain Marvel, right? Like, but then I don't know how they messed it up with Marvels, and do you know what I mean? Like, they took who she is. You could call her a derivative character, but I would not call Captain Marvel a derivative character. Well, why?
Which one? The
Monica
Rambeau.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You cannot call her a derivative because
her whole power set's different.
Right.
She's not
she
even
led the Avengers. You know what I mean? Like, so I thought they were going in a really good direction with her, but then they come out on the other side with the Marvels, which I don't think highlighted any one of those characters well. So I think at least with Ironheart, they've done a better job of it.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to release this character and you do it in a more respectable way. The Marvels should never have been 3 movies. I mean, or 3 characters in one movie. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau should have had her own movie or something like that. But throwing them all together made absolutely no sense. Right. It was lazy.
I think that's been Marvel's problem.
And it was disrespectful to people who do love those characters first. And then you have these 3 women characters that you shit on. And then you shit on these 2 women of color characters who are supposed to be lead characters, as far as I can see it, right? That you've diminished them. So that's where I think Ironheart departs. It does a better job of like not doing that.
I think they were trying to, do what Marvel was doing in that phase 4, and phase 5 and that is just trying to get properties out there so they can make some money.
Yeah.
And to your point, it did all of those characters a disservice. Marvel, Miss Marvel, I think is a great character.
Yeah.
Also relatively new. But I thought her portrayal was great. I think that kid is a star.
I think that Miss Marvel television show was good.
Yes, absolutely.
That was great.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed every episode of that.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it.
Television show?
Miss Marvel, it was on Disney Plus with in Big and Girl with the bangles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Miss Marvel. So
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of.
I know because there are 3 Miss. I know.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Right? Yeah.
Like because I thought it was terrible.
Oh no, Captain
Miss Marvel. Okay, Miss Marvel. Yes.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I do like that they gave Riri her, her own 6 episodes so that we can get kind of an idea of what she's about. I wish they would have given us more, maybe a couple more episodes.
Yeah, I felt like it was
they
short. They shortchanged a little bit.
It did.
They did.
It did.
But all in all, if they were to come out with the season 2 or announce a season 2 or announce a spinoff if she's going to be in the Young Avengers or whatever, I'd watch it because I do like her portrayal.
So
give it enough. Did she give in to temptation?
Pardon?
In the end, did she give in to temptation?
We'll find out, I think.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
And but from what you know of her character, what do you think the answer is going to be?
I would say no.
Okay.
But when you're torn like that, when you are grieving
to bring her friend back, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, to bring her friend back.
I mean,
I know.
I
but
think
when you were grieving like that,
I mean, she made a whole AI of her friend.
Right.
Like that's how much she couldn't miss her. Right.
Yeah.
She's gonna bring her back.
So let's give it a number. You start. Yeah.
Me? I would give Ironheart a solid like 7.5.
7.5. Okay, I thought you were gonna go lower. Okay, that's good.
7.5. Yeah,
7.5 is a good number. What about you?
That's interesting that you said 7.5 because immediately I thought 7.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's 7.5 because I like that introducing that magic element. That's really cool. Like, I think
it was cool.
I think that was. I'm like, oh, there they go. Now they're playing in the sandbox a little bit, crossing storylines. I like this. Let's see where it goes.
Okay.
For that reason, I'm going to give it an 8 because I think it's elevated.
Look at me being the. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's elevated like the typical Marvel series, like. And introducing them to the phases for me, I think it's a much better job than a lot of those shows. Hawkeye was trash.
I like Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is like one of the most popular Disney Plus shows.
Come after me if you want. It's trash. Like
I also felt like it was just okay.
Right.
So I really liked
that was trash.
It was Haley that what's her name?
Haley Steinfeld.
It was Haley that
Josh's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
No.
Josh Bieber's wife. I don't know who.
Josh.
No, you might. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay, so right.
It's Josh.
Right. Okay.
She's a great actress.
Okay, whatever. We don't need it.
I was just dropping. It's Sunday, so I was dropping some bills. I was dropping some bills.
Oh, Josh Allen's wife. Oh, I forget my average whatever girls mixed up. Sorry.
Last time they played.
I do like Josh Allen. Sorry.
There you go. Hi, Josh.
Oh my God. We're going to get Buffalo haters. Everybody's coming at us this week. I love it.
Well, listen.
Come on out and play.
Go Bills.
I can't even say go Browns. So I'm going to say go Eagles.
Go Bills. Go Steinfelds. No Allens.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I think I'm looking forward to this Young Avengers thing. And they're going to have, what's his name? Wiccan from Agatha.
From which, right?
Billy.
I've seen.
Oh, he's going to be in it?
Yep, he's going to be in it.
They're building it.
Released? 26, 27,
That's a very good
28,
question.
29?
I would assume, I mean, with Marvel, I don't know. They keep pushing
2035. They have a lot of stuff coming out.
Because they actually made it a point to say they're not releasing a lot of stuff in 2026. They're actually peeling back. Very good.
What is that?
And they're just going to release like a couple movies and maybe one show.
Well, they're having Spider-Man come out in 2026.
So we're going to have the Young Avengers, but we just introduced the new Avengers. So
wait, who's the new?
Yeah, but that flopped.
No.
Well, y'all talking about Thunderbolts? They trying to
Thunderbolts. They try to
be real.
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
Oh, the reason why they put the asterisk next to Thunderbolts is because the whole plan all along was for them to be the new Avengers.
Yeah,
but they're whack, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh my God,
I like Thunderbolts. I thought.
Yeah, he really liked.
I like Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
so I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great.
You think it's a replacement for the Avengers?
It's actually doing better on streaming than it did in the theaters. It's one of the top movies. That and the new Superman movie.
Yeah, because it's free. I mean, why not? I'll watch it. Like,
yeah, but there's so many things you can watch.
Yeah,
you know, for people to sit down and watch.
I think with these superhero movies, it's like people want to watch them.
It's always gonna really speak when people don't go see it at the theater.
Oh, I agree. I agree
think the theater is the measure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So what's the last movie like? Because we saw a lot of movies that were supposed to be blockbusters.
Yeah.
Which one like you felt like, oh, it was a blockbuster and it was where you had to see it in the theater? Because really none of them.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four for you?
Fantastic Four.
Really? Yeah. I could have waited on streaming. I'm sorry. I'm going to get a lot of enemies today, but I could have waited on streaming and been fine with it.
No, listen, it's not. Listen, it didn't.
Same thing with Superman.
It didn't do great in the theater. Superman is killing it streaming.
But I could have waited.
Yeah. Okay.
I could have waited at home.
I feel like for things like that, and I'm just talking about like looking at the, especially with the special effects and the grandeur of the movie, and like I want to see that on a larger screen, just because for me, I want to take in all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm on a smaller screen. I would miss a lot of stuff. So for me, I would see that kind of thing on a big screen, because if I'm going to go see Galactus, like I want to see Galactus.
Yeah, you and Rob Taylor were like, geeking out over it. So hi, Rob. Like, you were losing your shit. Like, I can't wait to see Galactus.
It's Galactus. So yeah, so I would give, to take it back, I would give because of what they're doing with the magic, and I do like the performances, and they had no. I'm talking about.
He's just giving
Ironheart
for his
for Ironheart. I'm just like
about to lower it.
Oh my God.
For Ironheart?
Yeah.
No, it's 7.5. I'm sticking with it.
It's like me giving grades and then deciding after talking to a student, I'm going to lower your grade. You got to really fuck up. I mean,
no. I'm keeping it 7.5, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing next.
Yeah.
I even liked Solo. that was in there. The guy that played Han Solo, Aiden Einreich. He played the guy. He played Stain's son. The
Keep going. What?
you remember Solo, the Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
That was him.
It sure was him.
Yeah.
He was good. I liked him.
It was good.
I liked him. I almost forgot about him
Yes.
because
of everything else.
was so short.
He didn't get enough
see
screen
enough of
time.
him.
Yes.
To your point, it should have been a couple
It
more
should have been a
episodes.
couple more episodes.
He was good.
He was good. I wanted to see more of him. So I think 7.5 for me is solid. I just wish they would have gave more episodes because I would want to spend more time with these characters.
Okay.
I actually found the time where she wasn't in the armor some of the best scenes in that show.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So all like the average is a 7.5 overall
I think
for the show.
Yep.
Okay.
We're staying as a group 7.5.
That's a first.
Okay.
Wow, look at us. Uh-oh. All right.
Aligning.
I was the outlier that pulled you guys back to the middle there.
Fine.
Well, you were too on the other side. Okay, let's talk about the next show then. What
Yeah.
should we talk about next?
Let's stay in Marvel. Let's go to Rise of Wakanda
Okay.
and zombies.
Okay, so maybe
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, did you like either one? Marvel Zombies and Eyes of Wakanda.
Okay. Well, I
Well,
didn't see
let's-
Marvel Zombies.
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Let's
Did you like
start.
Eyes of Wakanda?
Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved it.
Okay.
I actually watched it twice, and you guys
Aha.
know I do not watch things over again.
Yeah.
Right. What I love visually about it, I love the watercolor effect of these episodes is what I love.
The animation.
Right? The animation, I loved it. The writer, how it was written. My favorite episode was the first one.
With Nomi.
Noni,
Noni.
right?
Noni, yes.
Was it Noni?
Mhm.
Noni, yes. That was my favorite. I guess we can talk about them since it's
Yeah.
been
That was the origin
Yeah,
story
it was the origin
episode,
story.
right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
not the origin story, but we find out about
But we
the
find
war
out
dogs.
why they're on these
Yes.
missions
Right.
and getting these artifacts back from, everybody who stole them or found them. What I thought was clever was how they put other cultural legends in
I
these
love that.
episodes.
Yeah.
Iron Fist,
Yeah.
Achilles.
The
That was cool,
Yeah,
right?
the Achilles
one was pretty cool.
That was my
Yeah,
favorite
That
one.
was,
Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
that was your favorite one.
It
That
was my
very
favorite.
My
That
second
sad
favorite
to
one
me.
was Iron
Yeah.
Fist because I love Iron Fist.
That
I
was
cannot
cool.
wait until they do an Iron Fist movie. I
they're
think
gonna-
Iron Fist
Who's gonna do an Iron Fist movie?
Marvel
I don't understand
Marvel's
how they're
gonna
going to
do
do a
Iron Fist?
movie after they did a television show. How are they doing a movie?
Wait,
like, why are they
Television
doing a
show.
movie?
Wait.
because he was in that damn.
It was Netflix.
Defenders. First of all, that was another universe. It wasn't the same universe.
It is in the same universe. What universe
but the
number
guy
is that?
The guy that played
Because they're pulling it in, so
they're
right?
pulling in the characters, but they're skating around it by saying these are different variants of those characters.
Oh, and the Doctor
like the
Strange stuff is
Daredevil and the
supposed
new
to-
Daredevil isn't
Yeah.
exactly the Daredevil from the old one. He's a different one with similar backstories. That's how they're kind of skating now.
Okay,
But the guy that they had play Finn, I forgot what his name. Finn.
I don't know his real name. Is he going to be Iron
I hope not.
Fist?
I hope not.
Well,
he was
got a lot
a
of
good
hate.
actor. He
I
was
don't
in like
know.
Game of Thrones, and I think he was good.
Oh, what was he in Game of Thrones?
He played like
Now his face is looking familiar,
Yeah,
to me,
like
but I still don't know who he is.
but to play Iron Fist, which is essentially, and they might change this lore too, but as in the comic books, he's like a spoiled heir to his father's corporation who ends up, for a reason I won't go into, but he ends up getting stuck somewhere and and ends up getting taught by these masters about martial arts.
Okay.
I'll just say that much. You're gonna have to be a good actor to play that role because Danny Rand he's kind of derivative of like a Bruce Wayne type character and an Iron Man type of character and like a bunch of other like
and
Zorro
Green Arrow.
and Green Arrow and like they're all like rich
Okay,
guys.
But I
whose
want you to get
father-
back to
Yeah. And then there's kind of like this shame thing of because Marvel made this white guy the like avatar of martial arts, which is weird. There's a lot of nuance. You got to be a good actor to pull this off. And the number one thing is you got to be good at looking like you at least know martial arts.
Mhm.
This dude in those shows, if you watch them, it looked like, I'm going to reference Bowfinger again. You remember Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy? with Steve Martin.
I
Okay,
don't think I ever
so
saw
everybody, if you
Maybe I did.
watch Bowfinger, and then at the end of Bowfinger, they finally go to make their movie together, and it's a kung fu movie, and it's Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin at the end, and they're showing like how they're like on the set shooting this movie, and they're doing like and it's completely ridiculous looking because neither of them know kung fu, and they'll like do like this. And the guy will be like over there, and he'll fly back, and the reactions will be super like, ah, and there's one part where Eddie like hits somebody, and he actually falls. He goes, and he like scared, and he's like, and he kind of shifts. It's so not done well, and parts of this Netflix show, like
it's funny.
I'm really trying to get y'all back. They would Eyes of Wakanda.
Hold on, I'm going back. And then they try to do like the hallway fight scene, like all of them defenders, and they all look pretty good. Like Charlie Cox is doing this thing,
right?
But then this good dude that plays Iron Fist, he looks like he just learned kung fu yesterday. It looks bad. So. To the point, it was good for me in Eyes of Wakanda to see Iron Fist done well.
Demonstrated how he's supposed to be as a character.
As a character. Okay. Like I thought I love to see that. And I watched that episode twice. I was like, Iron Fist, let me get some more Iron Fist. So that was my favorite episode. Okay. And I hope that they at this point, Marvel's very deliberate with stuff like that. I don't see them planting a seed like that and then not showing Iron Fists, well done, at least later on in another project.
I was surprised to see the Iron Fist character in it. I don't know
Me
why.
too.
It was cool. I loved it.
I think the Iron Fist character is, to me, like a secondary character, but
That's okay.
like a street type character.
Yeah, that's why he's often paired with Luke Cage.
Yeah, Daredevil. And so, but I did like the presence in Eyes of Wakanda.
Absolutely.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Eyes of Wakanda? What was you said what your favorite episode was?
I would say it's the first episode in the Lion's Den, and I loved all of them, but that was my favorite, and I think the second favorite was the last one, the last Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
because it brought everything back home.
Yeah.
And again, I have to ask you guys because you read the comics. Are there a lot of comics on Wakanda?
Mm-hmm. Especially now.
Okay, so does Wakanda get destroyed?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's because they did what they said they were never going to do.
Killmonger was correct.
So the part I loved Eyes of Wakanda. The Achilles episode was my favorite one.
Okay.
I love the mission statement of the war dogs.
Yeah.
To recover
the
artifacts that were stolen. I think, like the connections to colonialism and like the real life stealing of culture and heritage that's happened with museums. Some museums are giving those things back. So I love like the historical, some of them are,
Oh.
So I like the historical reference, right? Also the idea when you think about the first Black Panther that we saw, where Killmonger is like in the museum, which is like,
which was the
biggest scene
of that one,
right? Which is like the hugest scene.
Mm-hmm.
People love it because of the historical references and the idea that people should get the artifacts from the land that was taken from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I just love that reference. Also that he, like it felt like, oh, he could have been a war dog, right? Had things been another, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He would have been a war dog. Like that whole thing is a war dog story.
Yep.
So like I really love the fictional historical piece of the show. And I thought the writing was done really well. I like the historical references like to Achilles and stuff like that. I just thought it was well done.
Yeah.
And it was something that came like, I heard about it and I was like, oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I thought it was well done and it like really fit. It didn't feel like rushed. It felt like it was like, okay, we're going to give you this lore to back up like all of the stories about Wakanda and Black Panther and Killmonger. I loved it, right?
Me too. And I think all the stories were written by Black men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
there's an incredible run right now. I think it's only on book 2 or maybe 3. It's called, actually, by the time this comes out, it might be book 3. It's called The World to Come. And
Mm-hmm.
the writer is Christopher Priest,
Mm-hmm.
and a well-known, excellent comic writer in general.
I mean,
But in
Roxanne
that
Gage was
story,
writing for them. I didn't even know that. She
yeah,
was writing Black Panther.
yeah. But in the story, to your point about Wakanda getting destroyed, and I don't want to get too much into it because it's only, like I said, it's only on 3 books at this point.
I'm
But
just
if
learning
you
that
decide to
Wakanda
read
was
it,
destroyed
it's
by
going to be
destroyed.
amazing. But T'Challa in the future has a son, um, and the son is out of wedlock, and he happens to be white or light skinned,
Oh yeah,
and
I
he
just heard about that. That
and
he's
he
going to be a white Black Panther.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's and at the end of book 2, he's on the throne. He defeats T'Challa in that battle.
So what? He's raised out of wedlock, and he becomes angry like Killmonger, and then comes back to take over the throne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's that
was curious.
that is a current
That fits with history as well.
that is a
It really
current
does. It's like I'm sitting here like, really?
that's a current Christopher Priest run. And a lot
Yes.
of people, when they first announced that was going to be like the storyline, at least in the beginning,
Yeah.
people were upset because
Yeah.
Black Panther, and but I think Priest is trying to make a point. I'm not sure what it is yet. But I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from that. But the art is exceptional. It's called The World to Come. I think it's going to be on probably book 3 by the time you guys hear this. I would check it out. It's
All right, folks. So
Mhm.
people in the audience, let us know what you think about The World to Come and the white Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
the
it?
biracial
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down already.
Oh damn! Yeah, you're not gonna give it a chance.
You didn't even read it.
Probably wouldn't even go see it.
Damn.
You didn't even read it. You
Yeah.
gotta read it to see. But so what? So you guys would give Eyes of Wakanda what out of 10?
Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
I'm giving it a 9 for sure.
Yeah, I would give it a 9. I
All
thought
right.
I thought it was excellent.
Wow.
I thought it was excellent. And so Marvel Zombies. Like it? I'll say this before I even ask if you like it. Did you like how it ended?
When I thought about the ending, I didn't really like the way it ended, but I thought like, well, this is really a possibility. It could be another Earth, whatever. Like this could happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the interplay between Miss Marvel and Scarlet Witch, I thought that was great. I don't want to give the story away,
Yeah.
but I just thought, and a lot of those characters really show up in this series, right? It's animated, but these characters, it's the same voice. The people who are doing the voice characters are the same people who play it in real life, right? So you had the young lady from, you said her name, Seinfeld. Her name is, right?
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Seinfeld. She is the voice of, what's that character's name?
She's Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, right? She's the voice of Hawkeye. You have Ironheart, right? You have her voice
Miss Marvel.
by Dominique Thorne. That's a great actress name, by the way.
Yeah.
And and then you have Miss Marvel. I can't remember the young lady's name, but all 3 of them are playing their characters in animated.
Yeah.
I love that. Like I think that as well advances those characters. It brings them into like on the main stage, right? Even if it's an alternate world, even if it's like, with zombies or whatever, it shows what they can do. I thought Miss Marvel in this was like extraordinarily powerful.
Yeah. It's Iman Vellani, I think.
Oh, okay. She's a great actress. I've loved all the stuff that she's done so far.
Great. It's crazy that she never really had done acting before that.
I know, yeah.
Like she's a full-on comic nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a really good
Great
find.
casting, yeah.
So I love that. I just thought the story was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's I thought it was the animation, of course, I think it's great. I love that style that they're on now with all of these
with the what if style.
What if style. I think it's engrossing, surprising a lot of like character, in terms of like the facial, how the characters move and how they emote. It's really, really interesting. And zombies look great in that animation style. And
Wait to watch it.
Scarlet Witch is
terrifying. Yeah.
Terrifying.
I mean, they take that what if episode, which actually, again, I thought was like this derivative. I don't know if I'm interested in it. They're going to make a whole show about this. I was surprised. I watched all the episodes like Some of these Marvel shows that come out, I take some time in between episodes. If I watch the first one, I'm like, if it doesn't pull me in, I might wait another week or two before I watch the next one.
Yeah.
Right. This one, I watched all of them.
Okay.
The first 4 came out, was it? They came out all the same
I
time?
think the same time, man.
How
Which
many
is a
eps?
weird
Just 4
release.
eps?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 4
I think
episodes.
it's 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
And they
Yeah, I
didn't
watched the whole thing
they
at
didn't
once.
stack them. They just released all of them at the same time, which
Okay.
I prefer that. Let me just get into it. Don't try to stretch me out. I hate that
Yeah.
with these shows. With these animated shows, I really don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get married to any characters that you like,
Oh.
because it's an alternate universe and things happen, even to your favorite characters. So
Which
I would.
of your favorite characters from the zombie series was?
My favorite from the zombie series, ironically enough, was I want to say Hawkeye, because he was just kind of this guy running out there with just his arrows.
Mhm.
Like Hawkeye, I go back and forth with this character. Like I didn't like. I mean, I thought the show was okay, but I like the idea of this guy with just trick bows and arrows, just running around, trying to change, trying to save his friends.
I
you
mean,
know?
I love the comic book version of Clint Barnes. I really
Yes.
do. Like when they, I mean, this is how long ago I read comic books. Like when they went to West Coast, started West Coast Avengers. I loved all that period, right?
Yeah.
Like I just thought he was a great character. Not crazy about the live action. I think that
Oh.
I never have been. I liked them in
I would agree with that.
those last scenes in like Endgame, right? I kind of like that part or whatever, but
He's
not
not
for me.
portrayed well, I don't think.
Yeah.
Really?
On the big screen, I think he's just kind. They treat him like he's an afterthought.
Yeah.
They did.
And I think
They do.
he even though he has a bow and arrow, he is like Clint Barnes is like blonde, blue-eyed, big guy, like
He doubled as Captain America for a while when Cap stepped down. Like he's an accomplished
right. He's
like
an accomplished
soldier
character, right?
and assassin.
And I don't think
He
that
was
that's
not portrayed like that
at all.
Yeah.
at all.
Right, that's right. So I don't think that this is a good fit for the actor. And honestly, I think there was like some discrepancy with Doomsday, and they asked him to come back, but they cut his like salary in half or something.
Yeah, that's right.
And he was like, "No, thank you." Which
Because he got hurt. He was
right,
in a bad accident.
yeah, he was in a bad accident. He said, "No, thank you." But they kind of diminished him or like didn't pay him his value, right? Put some respect on his check, so to speak. But I understand why he said why, but I also don't think he's a good fit.
Okay.
I can't argue with it. Like I like him as an actor.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything on screen yet, which would convince me that
He's in the show, right?
great.
And I've never seen it, so let me not talk about it. But on Paramount, I guess.
is that mayor of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah. Okay.
There's so
on
much.
that note-
There's so much to watch.
So where would you guys rank
Just-
this show? Zombies. Marvel Zombies.
I would give it a solid 8.5.
Okay.
I give it the same number. Yeah.
8.5. Okay.
I wouldn't give it the same number as.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see where they go with it before I give it a, 'cause
Yeah.
They're just like, again, it ends in an interesting place.
It's only supposed to be a one.
Is it a one shot type?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I have no idea.
I'm-
I would assume,
Yeah.
but you never know. I think they look and see how people respond to it before they.
How do you guys feel about zombies in general? I mean, last week when we taped when the last time we talked the Halloween episode, we talked about vampires. How are you feeling about zombies? Are we zombied out?
I'm zombied out from The
Are
Walking
you?
Dead. Yeah, The Walking Dead did it for me.
Yeah. I actually.
Yeah. The Walking Dead was so freaking good when it was good
Yeah.
that just nothing can touch it for me. And then, how we started off knowing zombies was from George Romero. So you got George starting it off, and then to me it ended with The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I wasn't.
That's why you didn't like 28 years later.
And Last of
I
Us.
forgot how much I did like the first one though. But that was before The Walking Dead, wasn't it?
It was before The
right.
Walking
It
Dead.
was before The
Yes.
Walking Dead. But yet,
And that was the film that got me to love zombies a little bit, I have to
Yeah.
say.
and I'm not saying I
People
would
talk
never
about Night of the
watch.
Living Dead or whatever. I don't think I've ever seen it,
Yeah, they're
but it was 28
28 days later.
days,
Days later,
got
yeah,
me
that
into
was
zombies.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not like, for me, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not saying I would never watch a zombie.
Marvel
No, me
Zombies,
either,
I
yeah.
thought was cool.
What's
Right.
that?
Marvel Zombies, I thought was cool.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So that didn't bother me. I like The Last of Us. You know, so
Oh yeah, that's a zombie. Is that a zombie show or is that
technically,
a herbal? I don't know what would you call it. Some plant based. That's
it's like a spin on the whole.
it's really a biochemical bioweapon based creature. It's not really a zombie.
But it's based on, because in the Walking Dead, it's, I believe
it is also a
bioweapon.
Yeah, it is a bioweapon that goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it depends on what it is. Like if they announce there was going to be another like
And
Day of the Dead movie, like
they never called it a zombie technically
I'm not
either,
in that.
right?
Right, exactly.
They never called Walking Dead a zombie, and really, even with 28 days, they never called it a zombie either.
No.
These are all
Bioweapons
hazard or bioweapons that went wrong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
we're
I'm thumbs up. I'm kind of here on zombies. Like
I'm here too.
I'm here. Like I'm like if the property is interesting enough, I'll watch it.
Right.
I actually did like a focus. Well, not a focus. Yeah. Well, what do you call it? A focus group or about AMC and their television shows. I think this is before. Interview with a Vampire.
Okay.
And they paid me like $350. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this.
Maybe you should.
I was like,
none of that happened.
They won't be calling me again. But I was like, yeah, I like AMC. Your biggest show on there is The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I think there were other shows on there, but at the time it was like that was the one that was probably the hottest or whatever. I think I like AMC in general, but anyway.
Let's
Okay, so we're gonna go to DC, or are we gonna go to another planet? Where are we going?
Let's go to another planet real quick,
All
because we're talking about like being sick of certain IPs that have been done over and over again, certain concepts.
Okay.
Alien Earth. Right?
I need for you to start that.
I gotta sit out on this one.
I mean, no. Listen, Alien Earth, I was not looking forward to seeing. I saw all the commercials, the trailers, and I was like, all right, another alien thing. All right, fine. So I was late to start watching, but I'm glad I waited because I watched the first like 3 or 4 episodes at one time. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it's pretty good, I think, because I think they understand that the problem with the other films and movies and other IPs was that they were kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again, just kind of putting a new fresh paint on it. Yeah. Aliens, but now on Earth. Aliens, but in a high school pool. Like aliens, but also being chased by predators. And I'm like,
they did have an alien movie last year, right? 2024.
Alien Romulus,
right?
Which I did like.
Yeah, I did. I liked it too.
But they are doing 2 things with this. They're going back to having aliens be like a force of nature. So not being they're like Jason Voorhees. Like they're just a thing that just happens while you're trying to survive and live your life, right? And what they've done with this particular show, I think, is they've introduced other aliens that are just as creepy as...
I know your favorite.
Oh my God, that thing is just as creepy as the original Xenomorph. If not, maybe some might say more. But I think it's done well. I think they do interesting things in terms of how they shoot the scenes, how in terms of how they, I think I said this in the last podcast, how they fade between scenes. They try to make it artistic, and they don't really succeed all the time, but they do most of the time, I think. And they do a really great job at creating an atmosphere where you just feel unsettled like the entire time you're watching the show. And the characters are really fun. I think the Boy Cavalier, who is the guy that's the head of Prodigy. Yeah. I think Morrow, the half cyborg guy, who spent 60 years on this thing, on this expedition. I think all the Lost Boys.
He's great though, right?
Morrow's great.
Yeah.
Morrow's
great. Actor is.
He steals like almost every scene he's in. My favorite episode of it is episode, I think, 5. That's my favorite. Which is, episode 5, which is like the whodunit.
Well, okay.
It's the whodunit. Yeah.
So, okay. So I haven't, I was like you, because I love the original first 2. Well, I love not all the Alien movies, but it's one of my favorite movies, right? So I was hesitant, like you. I watched the first episode. I'm like, oh, what is this? right? So it wasn't until you and I talked in the last episode where you're like, just get Alien out of your head. And because this is fresh, new layers, everything, right? That's what I did. I watched 5 episodes yesterday, right? I stopped on episode 5. I said, there is no way that Brendon is going to say, or anybody's going to say that any of those episodes, the last 2 that I'm going to watch, will be better than episode 5. Is that true?
There might be one.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that episode was, oh my goodness, because it tells you what happened, why it happened, and just the characters. It's just such a great episode. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a whodunit.
Yes.
It's a creature feature. It's all of those things in one, and it's also like character development as well.
It is.
That happens, and they do it in such a short period of time. I think Noah Hawley, I think, is the director of it. I think he actually is a showrunner. I have to double check. But that episode, like if they could keep cranking one of those out every few episodes,
right?
I'm hooked, because it wasn't, again, yeah, there's an alien on the ship, but you're not thinking about the alien on the ship until you see it, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot there's an alien on the ship. So it's really done well. If you want to see aliens and the xenomorphs and some new creatures and some great acting, but in a kind of different mindset in terms of what you normally would come to expect from an alien franchise, I would watch this. I would watch this. They're not, it's not everything works. Like
what didn't work for you?
I still feel weird seeing aliens like in the sunlight, like outside attacking people. It's still weird to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It looks weird because they're usually like stalking in the darkness.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if you were to see like Batman in the daytime, you're kind of like, what the hell are you doing here? Like, it's that kind of thing I get when I see them outside. But I think that's
Dracula?
just exactly like, bro, like this is not, you're not.
Batman does. He does fight outside during the day.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I get kind of that things when I see the xenomorphs out there. But other than that, I think it's well done. The casting is fabulous.
Everybody is good.
Well, I haven't.
It's like it's all different. It's such a diverse casting.
Yeah.
Different countries. I mean, everybody is just great.
Yeah.
And so it's like in the future, STEM is just going to be
awesome. I mean,
a shit show?
No, it's going to be awesome. There's going to be everybody in the whole STEM.
I mean, it goes into a whole bunch of things about
community. Okay.
Yes,
I get it.
It dabbles into like post-humanism,
yeah,
and transhumanism.
Because this is all about immortality.
Immortality.
Looking for
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like humans trying to live forever, and
don't know why.
Respect and
live forever. Or
and if you take your consciousness,
one of those.
Always.
And if you take your consciousness and put it in another thing, like is it still you?
Yeah.
Like things like that. It goes into those themes.
Yeah.
And it's super interesting because of it. So if I were to say to anybody listening, I would say, if you like aliens, I would watch Aliens Earth.
Okay. So since you watched all of it, what are you going to rank it?
Alien Earth, I'm going to give a solid 8.
8?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that you're only giving it an 8.
Did you watch the whole thing yet?
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
When you get to the end, we'll rehash why I gave it an 8. I wanted to give it higher.
Yeah.
But
it ended.
we'll talk.
It ended on a silliness. Okay.
I just expect more.
All right. Got it.
Yeah.
What do you give it?
Well, I haven't finished it.
Okay.
I'm just on
so far.
Step 5.
Where are you leaning right now?
I was going to give it a 9.
Okay. So good to know. So we have a marker for 9, and we'll see once you're done when you're finished.
Okay. Cool.
I think we have one more to hit before
I think you should watch it.
Yeah, I haven't seen
you
it.
would love it.
I mean, listen.
You're going to love it.
I've seen all 3 Alien movies.
Nope. Get that out.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I guess I'm a part of the Alien universe, I suppose. Right? I saw Romulus. I don't know. I guess I gotta watch it. I don't have any expectations.
Okay.
Because I've seen all those movies, and I'm not like, oh, I love Aliens movies. Anytime they come out, I have to see them. So I have no expectations.
The whole socialism, he'll love all of it.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
The whole Earth is controlled by, I think, 4 major corporations.
Yeah.
Weyland Yutani, Prodigy, and then another one.
Okay. I definitely will check it out then.
Yeah.
I feel like there are other stuff we haven't talked about. So, and I'll give it a rating the next time we talk or whatever. But I feel like there are things like.
Well, our final show that we're going to talk about today is
Peacemaker.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't finished watching
finished
it.
it?
No.
Did you finish?
I did finish.
Well, did you like it?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I thought it kind of went nowhere. It took a while for it to get to the meat, and when we find out,
What the meat is?
what the meat is, it's like that's what we went with. I wasn't interested in their love story. Here's the whole thing with Peacemaker. I was reluctant anyway because of I'm not a fan of his. I don't know him that well, but I'm like, why does he have his own
John
show?
Cena.
Yeah, John Cena. So, but I leaned into the first season and I loved it. It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun. I won't say I loved it, but it was a fun series. This season started off okay. I do love the whole alternate universe for him.
You do? Okay.
I do. I
Okay.
did. I love that because I'm a family person and I just
Mhm.
love that he was with his
And then he has his
family.
family in this
He has
alternate.
his family and
Yeah.
everything. You know what I mean? But the love story just didn't grab me. Some episodes were just a bit too melodramatic for me. The ending was just it was okay. It was just okay to me. I don't know.
Yeah, so what would you give it out of 10?
Probably like a 6.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, because it's high, or wow because it's like
That's
too
super,
high?
Yeah, it's low.
super low.
Low, yeah.
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 I mean, when you see it, we'll refer. You saw season 1 though, right?
I saw season 1 and I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes, but I'm going to tell you,
See, it didn't grab you though, did it?
it didn't hold on to me.
Yeah.
And Peacemaker, when I wasn't interested the first season, so when I started watching, my interest kind of like grew as I watched each
Mhm.
episode. I know the characters now, and I think at the end of last season, I was invested in the characters, and like
Yeah.
the first 3 episodes just didn't.
Right.
They didn't pull me in. I mean, I do like the idea of like the alternate universe where he has like a different like sort of outcome or whatever.
Yeah.
But the first few episodes, I think I talked to you about like the woman, right? The blonde, what's her name?
Hardcore.
And her
Mhm.
fighting and how I don't know. It's like making some statement. I can't even remember what we talked about, but it's making some
Yeah.
statement about.
I mean, just about how she was like looking for
Like to get beat up or
like, as a form of like affirmation.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's for
So
instance,
I
for
didn't-
something like
I
that, it
guess
would have
the
been
whole
interesting to
mental illness
explore
thing
that
or whatever.
more. Like
Yeah.
but they kind of like that just went away.
It did. It did, right? It just
Yeah.
went away. And
And then I told you guys the part where the rapey part, you know what I mean? Where she,
Yeah.
but that was the same episode, right? Where she goes in and she fights all these guys, and it felt very rapey. It reminded me of that Jodie Foster film or
yeah,
whatever.
you did say that.
I don't know. There's something about this show that makes me feel cringy at times.
Well,
I mean, it's-
Peacemaker is odd, and you're not supposed to like these characters, right? Are you
Right.
supposed to like these characters? You're not, right?
I mean, it's like The Sopranos. Like you like them, but they're not the best people.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's supposed to be.
And then the episode where he said, "What the f is wrong with us?"
That was
the best episode.
Yes.
That was the best episode in this series,
And that was
it was a
the
question
whole
that needed
point.
to be.
That was the point of season 1
Yeah.
and season 2. And I wish that's where they would have went with
I
it.
just feel like,
but
okay,
they-
we all
but they
have
didn't.
cringy moments, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just not holding me
I think
enough. Like,
Mhm.
I think you could be a flawed character, and there's something about you as a flawed character that I can be drawn to, right? That will hold me into believing in you. I saw that last season with Peacemaker.
Mm.
I don't know, but then it's going back to being cringy,
Yeah.
like
I-
rather than being redemptive and cringy. So I don't know.
I mean,
And I'm sorry. I
thought-
was.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was triggered when the character, what's his name, John? What's his name? Economics. What's his name?
Which one?
The tall guy with the glasses.
Oh, John. Yeah.
John, yeah.
Yeah.
When he spit on Tim Meadows' character,
Oh,
That-
yeah, I think I saw that. Which-
it triggered, and Tim Meadows was like, "Oh man, why would you do that?"
Yeah, because
Like,
I'm
what?
gonna kill you if like you spit on me.
And I
It's
know.
like, I'm gonna let y'all
and
know.
I know it's a series and it's
Yeah.
not real, but it just it just
Yeah.
it's like I kind of checked out after that.
I know, I can remember you mentioning it. It's a weird choice. I don't know why they did it. Like again, not everything works on the show. I think the thing about Peacemaker, I think the thing about James Gunn,
yeah.
I think the thing about
and people love it.
People
like
love
they
it.
came
Like
stuff.
Peacemaker,
like, oh, you know.
Peacemaker is so he's got the number 1 and 2 streaming properties right now on HBO. So Superman and this, like that, people can't get enough of these two properties. So he's doing something right. The thing, but you're not.
But Brendon, again, no one.
Yeah, let him finish his thought. Yeah,
all right.
Statement. I was also thought it was cringy that Tim Meadows got spit on. There's a lot of cringy things I think in Peacemaker, but I think that's the whole point. I think DC's trying to take big swings, and sometimes they miss. But what they're trying to do is not be Marvel, which is everything is cookie cutter and everything looks the same, feels the same, and I think that's why
the sort of flip side of this Peacemaker.
I think that's why Marvel is crashing, because first of all, you feel like you have to watch everything, and number 2, everything looks the same. It looks like they have the same director, right? So some of the things that James Gunn is doing, you're right, it may not work, but he's trying big swings, and the people are watching it because they don't know what they're going to see when they watch it, right? So I think we'll see where this goes, a year or 2 out, but I don't mind them taking big swings. The fact that you're triggered by something you watch on TV, that's art.
I feel like
either you're not going to like everything you see, and the point is not for you to like everything you see. The point is for you to be moved by what you're seeing. So I think that's what he's doing. Again, I don't agree with all the stuff. Like I don't think the huge energy in season 1 was necessary. I think but he's trying to show that the depravity of this, of not just Harcourt, but the depravity supposedly of Peacemaker. Right?
Don't you think
characters?
Don't you think he's feeding into the red meat of like this country or whatever? Like, I do think that he is banking on that cringiness. I believe he, in some ways, whether it's a critique or not, or you think it's art or whatever, I think he is giving red meat to that cringy intel.
So,
like that, I really believe he's feeding that. Like,
so I would have said that, but you haven't finished it yet.
Okay.
So the last, and I don't want to say too much, but in the end, with that twist with his dad.
Yeah.
And the twist with actually Earth X.
Okay.
There's a twist. I think he's trying to actually, to your point, tell the audience how cringy that stuff is.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what
but I don't want to say too much
that's what he did at the end of season 1, right? So I was like, cringe. This grosses me out. I'm sick of this. Like, and then he got there and I was like, okay, cool.
Right.
Like, okay, it wasn't what I thought.
Right.
Right now, I think where it is, I'm just like, it's
I was at the same place.
I'm like,
after that first episode, which I did like, but I was like, this is
unnecessary.
Funny, I'm sorry.
It was funny, but it was funny, unnecessary.
But I thought it was unnecessary and weird, but
But so, because we're actually running.
But listen, I mean, at the same time, I don't know if it's okay. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm like, these same people who are critiquing the what they feel is the moral failures of our society are engaging in stuff like that. Yeah. Going to swingers parties.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like waving your Bible at people and you are having a threesome with your neighbor on, Saturday nights before church.
Yeah. But I think that, I think as the show goes on, he kind of makes these meta commentaries about those people. But yes, this is the final. There's not going to be season 3. It ends where it ends.
I like it.
And just so you know, too, the ending that does happen.
Yeah.
That, remember how it felt like it had 2 endings to you? Like they walk out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
So that second ending.
Yeah.
Was an additional ending. It was supposed to end the way that first ending goes.
So is he going to be integrated?
So that other part that happens after, that's an add-in for something else.
So is he going to be?
This is going to be. So Peacemaker's going to be in what is going to be the next movie he's going to be in. So
likely the next Superman movie, Manitoba.
Right, so that's what I was going to ask. Is he going to be integrated into the...
I believe that's what they're going with.
So what would you rank Peacemaker season 2? I
would give it a 7.5. If the last episode would have been... It wasn't bad. It was just different. Like he wasn't going for a big fight type of, climax type of thing. He was going for a character resolution. So if you're not expecting that, you're going to be disappointed. And a lot of people online, even people who were supporting Peacemaker, did not like that. It's the least rated episode of all the episodes of Peacemaker was the final episode.
Okay.
And James Gunn actually went on a podcast later and was actually like moved to tears about how people reacted to it because he really felt what he was putting out there was
good. And they
didn't like it. And he wasn't sad because they didn't like it. He was sad because he felt it so much. So there's a clip on there. If you go online and you look at him and he's talking about that last episode, he's really moved by it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I know you were. Like, you give this guy no quarter. You hate this guy. But we're out of time.
James Gunn, The Rock. They're all on
The Rock. Thank God we ran out of time. No, don't worry. Sorry, Dwayne. I'll probably see your movie. I'll just see it on TV. Thank you guys for tuning into the Quest Culture Podcast. This has been a lot of fun. Again, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we have Substack as well.
Okay.
So we're expanding, just so we can get to everybody and so we can get all your comments and feedback and so we can know what to do and where to take this show going forward. So we appreciate all the time you guys have been spending listening to us talk nonsense about the things we love. Yeah, you can let everybody know where to find you guys there, Jack.
Dana Deet on IG.
I snuck it in there.
Sheldon Applewhite. Sheldon_Applewhite on IG.
And I'm Brendon Hamilton, the Music Maker, everywhere else. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.